Call this meeting to order. Call the roll.
Bird. Henson.
Here.
Coho Kelly.
Here.
Mormon.
Here.
Elizabeth.
Here.
Williamson.
Here.
Angstrom.
Here. Item number 2, approval of agenda.
Changes, Your Honor.
There are none.
Move to approve.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Henson.
Yes.
Coho Kelly.
Yes.
Mormon.
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Williamson.
Yes.
Angstrom.
Yes.
Item 3, presentation of petitions and other communications. A, request for letter of support for a Main Street Challenge grant application. Holly Stecker, did you have anything to say?
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me again tonight. I'll speak on the challenge grant itself, and Mike's here to answer any questions about the design and the project. So this year, downtown Boone has selected the Dutch Oven Bakery at 605 Story Street for our challenge grant project. They sit on the corner of 6th and Story, and the bakery is truly the front porch to our district. The challenge grant is a highly competitive statewide program that invests in brick and mortar improvements within the Main Street district. It emphasizes quality design, preservation, and projects that increase economic vitality. Boone's own assessments have identified the need to enhance the visitor experience, create gathering spaces, and expand food and drink services downtown, which we currently have a $12 million market gap. So no pressure. Work it out. The Dutch Oven project addresses each of these priorities. The bakery's plan includes both exterior and interior improvements that meet the requirements and preserves the building's characters and strengthens our downtown. It's a structurally sound building with a strong, well-budgeted design. The program details include an application deadline of August 27th. The awards will be announced in November. The grant awards $25,000 to $100,000 and requires a 1-to-1 match with downtown Boone as the applicant. So thanks again for your partnership.
Thanks, Holly, and thanks for considering. I'm here happy to answer any questions about our project and appreciate all your support, whether it's through this or buying donuts with us. So appreciate it. Yeah.
Question on interior work. Are you planning on just absolutely remodeling or what?
We're not planning on changing the footprint, but we are planning on just sort of freshening up design, things like countertops, paint, new table tops, new chairs, window treatments. So it will look like a completely brand new look. We are extending some countertop, adding a little bit more display shelving, things like that. But there won't be any major footprint changes like that. One thing I should note is we will be turning the door. Y'all are familiar with the bakery building. That first main entrance that you walk into, there's actually a door to the left that's a singular entrance that would exit out to that patio or walkway. That we're going to close off and turn into a bread display and make more of something that features our products. It's not currently used as an exit. It's blocked off all the time anyhow, but that will take a hint off, is an important note. So there's no structural changes that we're going to be making to the building. But that would.
But that'll give you a little more space.
Exactly.
And there.
For our display, we want to put some products on the window. That's actually part of Main Street principles. It's also to be attracting folks even when you're not doing business. So we wanted to add a bread display, pastry display there. Sorry, I've got like dough and sugar all over my. So we're adding some of those displays and some of those presentation features that are part of the Main Street model and really, boost what we're trying to, our presence in the downtown. So.
Yeah, the challenge grant's a little bit different from the Catalyst grant, which we've done before. It doesn't require a city match. It doesn't require the city as the applicant. It's actually the Main Street organization. It's open once a year and every Main Street organization can apply for one specific project every year. So a little bit more background on the grant itself.
We're really excited about this project. Many of you do know about the patio. This is an additional part of that. The Main Street grant, as I understand it, covers the facade and interior. But this is all part of that sprucing up that we're excited to be bringing to downtown, and we'll be grateful for council support on this.
Questions? I'd entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Coho Kelly.
Yes.
Mormon.
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Williamson.
Yes.
Angstrom.
Yes.
Henson.
Yes.
And in the interest of time, I have a letter here so that you can pass it around and you can just go ahead and take it for your application.
Good luck.
You. Okay, B, set a public hearing for September 2nd, 2025, 6 P M, concerning the granting of an easement across real estate described as below.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Mormon,
Yes.
Hillsaback,
Yes.
Williamson,
Yes.
Angstrom,
Yes. Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
Item C, set a public hearing for September 2nd, 2025 at 6 P M for the consideration of vacation of certain public right of way. A portion of the public right of way described below.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Hillsaback,
Yes.
Williamson,
Yes.
Angstrom,
Yes.
Henson,
Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
Mormon,
Yes.
Item 4, public comment for items not on the agenda. Yes, sir.
My name is Kurt Turner, 315 Street. I have a couple of comments. Recently, just a small one first. Recently, this city came through and created an alleyway. Much appreciated, but wish there would be a little bit of focus on drainage, because it turns into a pond. The main reason I'm here tonight, I was asked to go right back in May. And then recently, or last week, received tax assessment for nuisance mowing that I never should have received. Bill for, or never should have. Been invaded, frankly. I could. We can get that removed. I'll pay like a $5 admin fee to the tax assessment. But it's flat out unethical for the city to go around and put people's names on the list, giving them a chance to correct an issue on their own.
Did you get a notice? I mean,
No, this was prior to we instituted that.
The reason why we
This was the precipitating event for when he came.
Frankly, I think anything before then could be done, or at least looked at. See if it is actually correct, because my yard was 6 plants on the sidewalk, 6 or 8 plants that were just barely within 5 inches of me. The vast majority of my yard, including the backyard, which I had mowed the weekend prior, was nowhere near 12 inches. Ron came through and picked on me because he saw 6 or 8 plants over.
So you emailed me, correct?
Yes.
And so I sent those photographs to admin and legal and they took a look at them. Did you have any comments on what you saw?
I guess my only comment is, so while we now post a note, which was kind of a change that the council wanted to do, and feedback from Ron has been that that's been very positive. But prior to that, the policy that was in place was followed in this situation. So I don't think that there's anything that the city did wrong here. I know that you disagree with that, but they complied with the procedures that we have in our ordinances.
Well, I disagree that that was per ordinance.
And I understand, and we've had the emails and we've corresponded and, agree to disagree, I guess, because I don't think that we did anything wrong. We followed the procedures as outlined and,
You tell me
how the procedures were followed.
how does it meet ordinance?
So the ordinance states that at the beginning of the year, and I don't have the language, well, actually, I do have it right in front of me.
But that doesn't pertain to the actual
Times we have to go.
entry of properties.
Public comment.
Yeah, so,
Section 5 is the only one that pertains to entry.
yeah, but 151.04, the notice that's put out in the spring of every year, and if you go back and read that, that's published. And I think it's also in the newsletter.
Which
It states that when grass is over 12 inches long, that the city, without additional notice, can remedy the nuisance. And that is by mowing the lawn. So that's the process.
That's just stating what the notice is. The actual description is section 5.
Yeah,
But
so.
regardless, you saw.
But hold on a second. Okay, hold on. And we've talked about this, I think, several times. In number 5, there's a carve out for grass that's over 12 inches. And so you kind of keep tying back into where you're supposed to do this 5-day notice, but there's an exception right in there that says except for grass over 12 inches tall.
Which will be cut immediately, comma, by the owner or person in charge.
The comma is not offsetting that it's to be done by the owner. It's the preceding part that says in case of substantial failure by the owner. That's where that is. You're conflating those together. In case of substantial failure, comma, except in the cases of grasses growing over, comma, by the owner. If you take out the exception, it's saying the failure being done by the owner, not that the remedy is done by the owner.
Which is why I said at the last meeting that the last time I was here, this ordinance needs to be revised because it's open to interpretation for potential abuse.
And that's your opinion. I don't think that it was abused in any way.
You saw the pictures.
I have the pictures right here.
There's no grass over 12 inches in that picture.
I mean, I don't know if we can.
Yes, there's weeds, fast growing weeds that shot up in 3 days.
I mean, is the city supposed to take out the weeds from the grass and just take care of the grass and leave the weeds there?
Ron can talk to
And I
me.
think that's why we went above and beyond the ordinance to put in the 3-day notice, 72-hour notice. That's been working really well, apparently. And so that's an avenue for which citizens can take that extra step and have a conversation with the community service officer about their specific situation.
Which still leaves me high and dry with this charge of $100 on the taxes that I shouldn't have to pay. Thank you.
I understand the frustration. Any other public comment for items not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none. Item 5, reports of standing committees. A, Policy Administration, Williamson.
No comment, just want to report, we do have a meeting August 20th at 4:30.
B, Public Safety, Hilsebeck.
No report, Your Honor.
C, Utility, Angstrom.
We had a utility meeting today, kind of lengthy. We got a lot of big things coming up with just improvements to drinking water and wastewater. We're constantly looking for ways to focus on nitrate levels. I said, not that we have anything to worry about, but we're just trying to find different avenues, different wells. And then wastewater, we're just trying to keep it afloat. We've been a lot of flux with all the rainwater coming in. And bypassing some stuff. I said, so we're getting everything back under control now and everything's working as it should, so.
Thank you. D, Economic Development, Mormon.
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you. 6, Department Reports, Building Official, Dave. D, City Attorney, Rafe.
No report, Your Honor.
D, Director of Public Works, Wayland.
Yeah, real quick. Wanted to report to you that traffic signal or traffic painting is started today. Crews are working overnight to do crosswalks, school crossings, get them done before school. And we'll start moving into the parking stalls downtown, try to have everything freshened up for the RVTV and the Pufferbilly Festival. So, thank you.
D, Library, Jamie.
There is a couple reports in the council packet that updates you on what's happening at the library. You will notice if you kind of look through, we've updated the way our statistics are coming out, so you can kind of make that a little easier than what we were putting out. Is there any questions?
Busy place.
Yeah, July was pretty busy. We had a lot of programs, so August is a little quiet. We're kind of gearing up for fall programming, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
E, Park Director, Mike.
Thank you. Well, I've got a few things here, but I'll try to get through them quickly. In regards to the park survey, the ISU park survey, as of last Tuesday, we had a meeting and we've received 414 responses to the survey. And I'm expecting a lot more since it'll be going in the newsletter with the water bill. We've set a September 28th date to finish taking responses to the survey so the kids can, or the students can process all those. And reminder, October 15th, we have a presentation and feedback with the students at 5:30 to 7:30 at the JB McCo's Shelter House in McCo's. And in December, they're going to have their final presentations, and I think we're going to try to have it here in the auditorium in the evening. I'm not sure yet. Lowell Park, we had a group has formed, and they're calling themselves members of Friends of Lowell Park. And with them and myself, we talked to Members First Choice, and they donated materials for reshingling of the shelter. Friends of Lowell painted the shelter and the picnic tables. Bob's Tree and Stump Service ground out some stumps there, and Friends of Lowell Park replaced with dirt and grass seed. It's really looking nice. It's very helpful. Speaking of stumps, I sent out stump requests last week, or stump contract requests. And that's for 355 stumps in the right of way. And that'll be due September 8th at the business office. And bid letting will be at the park board meeting that same night, 7 o'clock at the park office. I think we're going to give them till June 1st, 2026, since there is so many stumps. I've noticed some of the stumps for some reason have been dropped off the inventory when we went around to mark them. I don't know why, but if we have to, we'll either add them to the contract or run another contract. I don't know what these are going to come in for, how much money, but we'll get them. The hazard tree contract will be coming soon, and the last day of the pool is August 24th. The 25th will be the dog swim, $5 per dog. And the park board approved musical playground equipment from the Arts Advisory Board. And if that's approved, then it'll be installed west of the pool. So I think that'll be interesting to have that. And I just wanted to let everybody know that we're dealing with a lot of soggy ground, a lot of standing water, particularly in Stevens Addition at Linwood. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but the grass is pretty tall, but it just will not dry up out there. So we're going to try to get that taken care of and hopefully try to divert it or somehow prevent it in the future. So be patient, I guess, is what we ask. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, F Recreation Director Nate.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just wanted to update the council on a few things. We just concluded our blast ball season on Saturday. It was a great time. Kids had a lot of fun. We battled through a few cancellations, and we're still able to complete our season. Just a shout out to the schools for letting us practice or play indoors 1 week even. So that was a great thing. Also, thanks to Boone Force for their support of recreation here in Boone. This weekend, we have pop-up back to school fishing on Saturday and Sunday. We'll also be doing some more fishing in September, but those are this weekend, 10 a.m. on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. So we'll go out there and see what we can find the frog pond there. It'll kind of consist of a little bit of education because we're really looking at youth and maybe those who haven't fished a lot before. So we'll do a little education. I'll have bowls and bait for them. So hopefully it'll be a great time and the weather cooperates. Next, our wellness group. We're going to have a lunch and learn, thankfully. Thanks to the library for hosting on September 9th. I'm going to have a lunch and learn there. Just met previous to this meeting with Chris Blocker and Stephen Yoakum and John Sears from WHO for the RVTV event that's coming on the 4th. Just wanted to throw that out there. It's coming pretty fast. So a lot of coordination, Chris and Councilman Mormon and Stephen and all these folks are doing a lot of good work, a lot of great sponsors. That should be a great event. And that is all I had. If you have any questions.
Nate,
How many kids participated in last month?
We had 18 the first round, and like I said, we had to cancel a couple times, so attendance it varied, but we got it in and had a lot of, what you hope is it's a non-threatening way to do a team sport, and that's what we really found out. A lot of the first week or two, holding on to mom or dad or grandpa, and the last one they were hitting, running, they knew what to do, they knew where to run. And so it's just a non-threatening way to kind of get into a team sport in that perspective.
Right.
G, engineer, Perry.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just one thing, resolution approving the construction contract and bond for the wastewater treatment plant Edwards project. We awarded it at the last meeting, and now we have the contracts back and bonds ready for signature.
Move to approve.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Williamson,
Yes.
Angstrom,
Yes.
Henson,
Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
Mormon.
Yes.
Hilseback.
Yes.
Right, H, public safety, Chief Adams.
No report, Your Honor.
Chief Weeble.
Not here today, but no report.
I, city administrator, Andrea.
Yeah, the first thing on my, on the agenda is, request for out-of-state travel for Christina Weir, our finance officer, to attend software training. This is in, Wisconsin Dells. It's, Monday, Tuesday is, online, so she'll be in the office with our accounts payable payroll person, doing some online training, and then, Thursday and Friday are in Wisconsin, for some hands-on training in person. If you remember, a couple of years ago, myself and my accounts payable person went right after we got the software. I found it very useful, so I think it'd be beneficial for Christina to go.
Very good. You need a motion?
I do.
So moved?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Angstrom,
Yes.
Henson,
Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
Mormon.
Yes.
Hilseback.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, item,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead. Yeah.
On the community green space stage, we did finally get insurance settlement of $49,000. Of that, we have already pre-approved the $4,400 for electrical to be replaced. And then we did get a bid for engineering and design from SEH. I thought that the bid was a bit high. So if you guys would like to go the route of getting the replacement stage engineered, I would suggest that we go out for RFPs to see if we're getting the best deal before we sign a contract with SEH.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay, we'll move forward with that. My other thing is the CIP. Our capital improvement plan. In the past, we have taken in projects by the department heads, created a plan, took it to a committee. That committee went through each project and determined what should be active and what should be pending. And then we created a active document of all the projects that had been approved to move forward. But really, the council has not been, other than those council members that were on that committee, have not been really involved in that CIP planning process. So I'm looking for feedback on if you guys would like to be included in that after it goes to the committee. We could do a work session where we could go through those active projects. I think it's a lot to go through all of them. I mean, it takes us about 4 hours. I don't think you guys, unless you guys want to sit through all that. But going through the active ones and maybe talking about those that did not get moved to active that were scheduled for that year. But leaving the ones that are pending because they're in the future years not being discussed. Or are you guys good with the way we've been doing it and just here's the document and you guys approve it?
I think it sounds like a good idea to have a little bit more information.
I'm not in favor of another work session. CIP is very complicated. It's I'm not in favor of it, but
Well, and Terry is on the CIP committee, so he gets to
Already has.
all of it.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about a more condensed version of that CIP committee. Just so that, and the reason is so that when you guys are getting those budgets, it's something that we've got planned over multiple years, and then all of a sudden it shows up in our budget and it shows $150,000 and you're like, where'd this come from? It's something that we could be like, hey, this has been moved to active and we're gonna take the next 3 years to put money aside. So it's not a big shock when that shows up in the budget. But I can certainly, if you guys don't want to do a work session, I'm good with that too.
Can we work it into a council meeting, just part of like an agenda item at all?
We certainly could.
You know,
It's
like-
probably gonna be a 45-minute presentation at least.
There was some,
if you can hold it to an hour, I'll do it, but I don't want to spend hours with CIP and then come and spend another 4 hours beating a dead horse.
No.
It's kind of a complicated procedure. You know, moving and trying to jockey positions and stuff. And I mean, council is sure welcome, but I
think if we can do an abridged version, that'd be great.
Either which way, I think what we're doing now is good, otherwise I'm good with like a short session.
as well. So, yeah, if we do a shorter version, it sounds like we would have an appetite to do that.
Okay.
And how you're thinking during a regular council meeting, just so you'd have to have a special date and things like that.
yeah, I don't- even if it's just before or whatever, you know, on that side of things, I don't know if we can make that work on people's calendars.
We even put it at like mayor's comments at the very end, so no one has to sit through it if they don't want to, but yeah.
Or we could even, we could move the council meeting to 5 o'clock, do it prior to,
Yeah.
if
Do the
that
council
works.
meeting and then do the meeting.
Or if you guys don't mind staying late, I just don't want,
Yeah.
Let's just.
we'll work on it
Yeah.
around a council meeting then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around
Alright.
the council meeting. So that's one date. You don't have to make two trips.
Plan to be here, yeah.
All right, thank you. That's all I have.
I think having everybody have a little more intimate understanding of where these things come from, I think it's gonna be. Great. Number 7, consent agenda. All items listed under the consent agenda will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a request is made prior to the time council votes on the motion.
So moved.
Second.
Let's call the roll.
Henson.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Mormon.
yes.
Elizabeth. Williamson.
Yes.
Angstrom.
Yes.
Number 8, ordinances. Before I go through this, did you want to describe for everyone what this is for?
Yeah, so, and maybe you can do a better job.
So when ordinances get passed and published and they get enacted, then they get sent to
Summary inquiry for codification.
I was drawing a blank on the name, but when they go to codify them, then they let us know, hey, you have like a typo here, or this kind of doesn't make sense with that. So they sent Jim and I a big list of, well, it was a big, but a list of some things that they thought just kind of needed cleaned up. And so that's what this ordinance is. It's just kind of cleaning up ones that you guys have passed over the previous year. We didn't think it was necessary to, they've already been approved. It's just kind of, like I said, typos and different things like that. So nothing material is changing. It's just perfecting them.
So everybody knows what this is for.
Yeah, why we're not doing 3 readings. It's just
It's something we just don't generally do.
correct. Yeah, it's not something we typically do. We usually have all 3 readings, but in this situation, you're allowed to do that. You can waive the readings, and this is an appropriate time to do that. So if you have questions.
Yeah, nothing new. It's just.
It's nothing
Yeah.
new. It's stuff that's already been passed, already
Yeah.
went through the whole process, and they, just gave us a list of things that just needed to be kind of cleaned up before they got codified and published.
So with that explanation, we have A, waive the first reading ordinance 2322.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Kelly.
Yes.
Mormon.
Yes.
Yes.
Henson.
Yes.
Angstrom.
Yes.
Williamson.
Yes.
We have B, waive the second reading of ordinance 2322.
I do, officer.
Second.
So
I think I'm gonna try to go play a couple holes.
Ken, Williamson,
Yes.
Angstrom,
yes.
Henson,
Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
And then we have C, the third reading approving ordinance 2322.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Hillsaback,
Yes.
Williamson,
Yes.
Angstrom,
Yes.
Henson,
Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
Mormon,
Yes.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Williamson,
Yes.
Angstrom,
Yes.
Henson,
Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
Mormon,
Yes.
Hillsaback,
Yes.
We have D, first reading ordinance 2323 to allow the city of Boone, Iowa to change the parking regulations. Say 10th Street, both sides of Marshall Street, Green Street, except on the north side between 7 and 800 blocks of 10th Street.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Angstrom,
Yes.
Henson,
Yes.
Koho Kelly,
Yes.
Mormon,
Yes.
Hillsaback,
Yes.
Williamson,
Yes.
Number 9, mayor's comments. I have none. Number 10, council members' comments.
Couple of things. When are we doing the September meeting?
It'll be on
On the second?
the second. Yep.
Okay.
So Labor Day is the 1st of September.
Right.
Traditionally, we move that council meeting to the first Tuesday of the month so that everybody can have the holiday.
Okay. Second thing is RVTV is coming September 4th. We have a whole plethora of events planned, including a pep rally with the high school. You're gonna come down. We have Chad Reinhardt, local NFL player, gonna come and sign some autographs along with the football players. We have a whole lot of stuff going on, 2 bands, lots of food, carnival rides, a lot of football, a lot of giveaway stuff. So Landis is gonna come down. It happens to be the NFL kickoff game for the season. So they're gonna put it on the big screen, and Ogden Television's gonna stream it for us. So we have a lot of local companies participating, so should be a lot of fun. So if you can make it, I would encourage you to come on down.
Free food, right?
Huh?
Free food, right?
Good.
We're doing meal deals, so the boosters are gonna come down. And park producers, I think they're gonna do $5 meal deals, so it's family friendly stuff, so. So, yeah, if you can join us, that'd be great.
One thing I wanted to check with the council, see if it's all right. So the electronic board we have downtown, it says that not-for-profit groups can use it 4 times a year. And was wondering if you guys are all right with it, that Main Street be able to use it more than 4 times because there's stuff going on. So anybody object to, because the city because right now it's the city and the chamber are able to use it more than 4 times. So I don't know that could be.
Jamie, do you wanna, sorry, do you wanna speak on how that works for you?
Yeah, I don't see an issue with it. Usually what we try to do is, when we do get a lot of requests, there's only so many requests you can put on. I think what is it, 12 or 13 a minute?
Yeah, 10 with the side, 12, 13,
Yeah.
right at that number.
If we use more graphics, it kind of restricts the messages too. So we can definitely try to take out more graphics if we do have a lot of requests that come in. But I would say we've been doing it for at least 3-4 years now, and we haven't run into that many issues where we can't put the signs on. So I'm good with it.
We'll work on it.
It doesn't tell us there's a problem with too much information or too many graphics on it. It just goes black. So then when Jamie has to call me, I go to the sign reset it, and then Andy has to re-upload and delete the program. It doesn't have a clean and dry number of how many we can have or how much information we can have in black. That's your reason.
It may be that if we see we're getting a lot of requests, we just try to keep up graphics. Keep it very basic.
Doesn't sound like anybody's trying to monopolize it.
No.
Essentially, the intent of the limit. Yeah. Do we have to have this on the agenda for September or?
I think I explained that to Lisa and Holly before, and I didn't think that there was any issue with it as long as Jamie can put it on there.
Yeah, if Jamie's okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we need to vote on it.
And of course, the Women's Community Birthday Bash coming up on Thursday, 6 to 8. Yep, downtown. It's pretty big, I believe. What else we got going on, Holly?
Downtown restaurant, grab and go specials. Lucy's will do pizza by the slice. We will have a special. And the idea will be that if you're downtown, you have something to eat downtown on it. The streets will be closed off between Sparkless and used for treats and something in there. And you go from 6 to 8.
Thank you.
Be cooler then too. Any other council comments? Seeing none, this meeting is adjourned.